Lipsy apie fefe ya yede ko akrata mu nsem na aposo every ede asem so what pink lips
until the wouldn't send more pink lips me na say who send me pink lips
me dem nim
as a
upon me spectacles am shey na me hwa me hu but na wo kan tie jama ye nden
as me ma say me fa ekwan furu so na go ya say on be jimi to the state say the person me no on person but afi me say August
enfio
my den say akantam say the obi baby I mean see obi a case the maka say me no na me because my who say as a distractors no omo doso but me no mu mabamu
ahoya for
me say boso me August me surprise elder boachi entry na me surprise obi a wo fi ha e beji obi ansem boso me we munyina yi me say
surprise me so make am
munyina yi
who bet me surprise
August munyina yi so me to surprise because we be see wa adwen pi hwe so kita phone bi o bible no e ko Proverbs chapter 30 verse 10 bi yes am a producer me no one kind de o ho ma
no ni bi
me petri bible
me ni twi
uni twi ene me am bia ma wo but abransa o de wo hwehwe no o hwehwe no Proverbs 30 verse 10 wo hwehwe no special birthday in advance eko ediama Samuel Brown Otu Mr. Samuel Brown Otu ona we CEO Emma Sambot Industries papa 50 years nyankwala agro o my Ghana nya 50 years na hwe niema ye kra ye be di 50th anniversary Ghana 50 e ka ye boy 2007 abena
me kai e ka po
ho cap ho e just a pencil ho pen ho to ho t-shirt na nyina Ghana 50 nti so binya 50 years
so kra cap no bi o fi
obe wo bi woni bi
so na wuso nti sa ka mo anya bi
ni enwo me kra bo de kan se ni enwo me kra
nti da be ba me
ni e betre ye say tama munya 50 years no na nya agro
entuma no different styles technicalists just nya agro 50 years
nti na bana so binya 50 years up enough nti Mr. Samuel Brown Otu Sambot Industries papa ye ma happy birthday in advance o birthday na ye wochena na entie enya ne say ahemfo ene parliamentarians ene mpenifu a ebe pie mu e wo CAC media on Sunday anyumtofo a eba dwumadi na se
no elder Samuel Brown Otu
Sambot Industries media CS
and a party no e koso e wo media Christ Apostolic Church International enu ntine papa happy birthday
6 o'clock ye ne wo ho ye be di kan krampo ho ye na nkonya na be pepa ho Sunday dia ye be protocol adwuma wo media me gira be kuma na bra gira ni fa ba media no abra ya nko bia ya ye
ho mistake kra nti
Sunday nti be bia wo bia no wa wonsan wa mu wa wo just say obia ba birthday ni because we 50th anniversary aduane ebuso chese bibia opebia ebe double aduane kwampo de wo ba kwampa opa me nidi efiri na Friday Saturday enidi ya ho fo yemo je wadi na film nyina akoyi nyina atugu because aduane ebebuso no obedia ne ya banso a ne enkase ye be chena de esan se enya agro se obenya 50 years hwe enya izewu golden jubilee enya ize because me benyi ye me better say Ghana mudi 50th anniversary no na nafum enti na elder ya ma happy birthday in advance na wa sama na wo ka no me bie Proverbs 30:10 na ma wo
the brofo no
okay
me kan brofo no
ti kan brofo no ma me
o say accuse not a servant unto his master lest he curse thee and thou be found guilty.
Okay ebia na obi anti ase ma me kan ni twi because that's a mo ma ye osi akwanfo no mpese omo tete me eye bosomi agese na dia ma kase me pese me ye na say me surprising crofo am mpese me ye no Proverbs chapter 30 verse number 10 asema ho no eye ketua bi enti di yima no de mo be frɛ ba me say the August eko o say eni akoa ho nse ko nkyere ni wura na wa mo udua na wa ni fo it's more master tia mo ya mo kunu no
obi antumi ni
obi anko kan Proverbs 30:10
just observer keke they are just observers, they are not citizens na pay mreni ntino ye boni tell my father new weekend crusading guide and share as here coming up which MPs expunged their names from the LGBTQ+ bill eno asema na pay the new weekend crusading guide abi sana ohwe anim hanu say na papa me hu ne ntama kam the bag ni bi ba on say bag na ya akoye te say me kan say bia o akoye te say nkrofo ya yo motai ne na mfie ma so mo ka asemi on say yo motai wo bag bi especially mema no ekita mo say na hese na papa no ekita bag na okura mu de den na je say akoye te say enu bia but ono ne de enye bible na wom enye flyers ne ade ene wo mo no ne de ye nkrata o man yi hu yakwa homasika ye de ma ye nse yemfa ni di no ene se ne ye se yemfa nye ye ne manya no ba bebu hu akonta a kire ye nse
den ke se yemfa ni di onye hu nya odi
me de medui is in the pipeline send ye asema ka ye se asema ka ma broni bo drink ko de e doso it is in the pipeline ena ba pe ye nrada enra yawo da fo ya me se me kwakwa hwehwemu ya fo yi omo fa pa kita the bag unso ne de bia no hye nti bat bag ne wen kita brown no kita ne bag brown no shana tare fita no abole nose mask fita e no coat pie mu e wo mra hye bedwam na okopie mu wo ho na nkrofo ka se papa ya be pie wo ha de se wa magi sika bio man ka ne sika ho a obeka se wo de to na akese ne nketo na ba beto to Ghana fo so ma Ghana fo ho a kire ya papa kopie mu a ohwa no se Ghana fo mu nya botre enne me magi sika me nso a me mfa to bia emma na emum no sika afi ahyase ye twa to ho se de beye oman ni yie no na me ba kire mo kwan a niema asi akwakoduru ba bia sika ne ye de aduru sason sensan yo se ye de bi be ka ho but o se wa magiska o se this time around there on yiska enu ti no fa to bia nso ama
because to ni bi so sondodo
bi so sondodo but mo se so pa nso de se ne pa embaso e but on fa bi nka ho
Ghana for to dey so
on fa bi nka ho enu ti no papa yi ebe pie mu no ode ne nsem nyina ebe tu dwa se enu ade okasa e on se honorable Kenoforiata na no ne brofo ede oti brofo so wo sheda re brofo ankasa papa ne kasa yo okasa e pa na ese abrewa bi okọ dwumadie bi ase a na brofo na mo kana ba mo bukrofo obon so so boni se obedu fi papa no wakasa o
se enkroma ba ne sa o
wakasa
wa ne nyina ene enkroma e kasa de anya agro
na enkroma ka de
enkroma kasa o enkroma kasa yo ba to kan de na akoye bibio akoye buachi bi ne se na tama fellow Ghanaians covid update ba yi papa ne kasa wi a na da ne ntokwa because ye se papa ne brofo no
enyasam ketua
nyankwala brofo
enyasam ketua na chese nsemi papa ibe kan nyina no opa kire mu se chese enwuma pa omode ba no o se wo hwa omampanyi na na adodan kwa betena aso o the one district one factory abankrofo anya adwuma ye planting for food and job abankrofo anya adwuma ye na kop ni ade nyina nkrofo anya adwuma ye se niam ande o de bebre aba o de bebre aba na nso no still no hu se youth and employment no bi sa enya bie wani oso mo wadeda no no mu hu
na wo hu bi
me afa na man ye nya nti me nya ne me kwa kohwehwe nti nso ye na sore na kohwehwe bi nti no wo sore na obie wani yi a wo behu yesi me enta ye bia ne de be de betu dwa so mo deda organ ha no nso mu hu ne na ado aye enu nti no wo hwe na wo hu bia ne sa wada nti no se na ye bebre mu na nso no afei kra na kase ba nti Ghana maburu nyina mo twema koma ntomo ye over 1 million jobs and I ever in the next 3 years a day, and nana the second term of office here besuno over 1 million jobs no masan Diego Akwema eba enuntu no bia kan akoma ento ne yem no bia eba benya adwumani bia ye papa ne nsem no de tu dwa no ebi eno no
ye ne gese me se na next year ye nyina be jai me de adwuma na konja akoye adwumani bi
sa na Ghana ha de se adwuma no politics ni mo na isi eska wo mo
ene nke konya article 71 ho ne bia ho ne eska wo banya politics article 71 de nya ho ba bi share ya
reforms ni ade ba ba mu nti bia presidential spouses course ni nyina ba na ye no bia
ene se ne maba wa na afi no mu ku school no mu nko sa no course obekoye bi ba bia wadru hayi boy
na health minister papai da no na nsan ne nsem abebe Sputnik V vaccine ba akopɛ hu nsensem bebrebe ɛna yekuo bi atwera ba se Ghana for in fact so da no ebi di kan ba ye se papa na bo adwuma enti no moma ye nyai se ne ye ka ne ho asem ne bi mo so de o ma no ba beto se papa ikra mo ohia basobɔ pa chese Ghana for yase wa nya hwe ancha wase ya nsa mbɔ ne kro no chese Ghana for papa yi mo a mo ntumi enya ne hwe papa yi so ehia abasobɔ na mo abasobɔ no so mo fa ma no so a mo san so se papa yi di na papa yi dia wa baby se je papa no ye health minister e wo man mu aka covid ba ye sabre nka Ghana nyina se ne obi kan na asem no o se ka jundie enu nti no papa ohia commendation pa say wo se Ghana for ye ka no kore ye nyai nyaatwom hypocrisy ne ade ne kan no kore hu se papa wa bɔ ne homodin put covid-19 ba ye ne papa yi fa ha no owura ha no oje vaccine aba no de ne ma egu akwam se ne be ya covid-19 yen to mean spread o na airport ne ya
na ye tu mfutogu nkrofo ne ade ne de nipa na ye papa pen no aye mfom so it doesn't mean say me yenka so what you say so sa na ye kan de last time ma scenario bi say ene obi a first time offender anaso obi bokro no anaso obi esi wo company bi mu na we diska yegyina Ghana ha ye ni momo up to na mugu so court I say corruption sense mu ye twom ne benku ni nifa maso mu nyina so ma ye papa pen je ka se ye hwe ne sa de a ene na o man nti se nipa na gye ne mfom so to mu aka no kware no me bo na ba so wa ye ade but the fact that wa committing no oyonka ka twitwiri de na ko bo man yi enti me enka se wa ye de ye ntina why from so meyenka can you say ka
enkrofo yo mudin yom say from convenience of data and advocacy consult no mo your local think tank omo no mo dwen ma local dey so men yo omo no mo dwen think tank enti no omo no mo de asemba betudwa no mo say bapai so jene mfum so okra tu mu se oye mistake e na oyeye no na che se wo se ni nyina na ye bo na baso na Ghana for mu nyai se ne mu ye na Sunyane Technical University Tescom for ye MPP branch e wo hono no e na Owura Francis Adanimo ekopie ho na Francis Adanimo na nado e ba bepe omampanye de na okankrofo na omo so ekostande ye so omo pe president edi ni bi no eno nti no okopie mu ewo ho Tescom for new student na aba na mabe join Tescom na fe na ye wo kame omo ni ada papa ekopie mu ho enkura school fu ehunu am se papa wabe pie mu ade na ni agye so omu nya yanko metam no kora asoa we twene ha na we twene ha na we twene ha sa na krata yi ede aba government committed to CRM policy Dr. Abdul Hamid and also na ede ne de aba no the new weekend crusading guys stories bebre na ewom te na pa ekope bia ensem wei ene ne kaka ho bi na wo behu ewomu
abana meto so me de Ghanaian Times ko akrata na me de share na me share Africa fa ai to so miensa na asem ai di kan o krata fa to so miensa na e chem se ameswale
wo di bibi share
krata fa
so se bu abo
emu mo me
ene de wo di bibi share
Ghanaian Times ko akrata no
share
no na se me de me nkita bi ase de me nkita bi so no ko ni kita me
na me danam kita du
wo de na do so
kita me sei ena me se me de chronicle ena share
ene ye se san ko fa yenti entina ahwefo fellow Ghanaians me the Ghanaian Times ko akrata na eno na me di edi kan me di kan aka ho nsem me nya mfa nhya ase because ade nche na me di akosha ase ye
bra to
ene no so ni kita na me di ase entina Ghanaian Times ko akrata no eno na me di edi kan na asem ai wo krata feto so me nsa ameswale essentially nipa bonfo bi eje ne nkwa efi ne nsem no na nsem se joda na wo koda na wo ka ho asem se eye ag HM say docket bia be PM e wona so ye krata HM say ne phones are no use no kita iPhone 7 Plus na Huawei smartphone odi ni bi no na unlock into information no mo print no omo de kopie mu e wo US ama CCI no omanya omatimi unlock ama data wo so nyina no omanya omokoso ana e de ayenhwehwe mu krata fa to so miensa wona nso no ye say for security personnel a omo ye adwuma e wo national security omako wia eye Jemensa so ni Jemensa easy boss easy chairperson ni kunu oma bomodin akowia ne cars
osinfo
national security
for ya training 3 days training am ma church am waduma no
Ghanaian Times abana ma menkan story ni kakra ma wo page 3 or say for security operatives reportedly steal vehicles belonging to EC boss husband 4 national security operatives have been remanded into police custody by an Accra Circuit Court for allegedly stealing vehicles belonging to Dr. Charles Mensah, husband of the chairperson of the Electoral Commission, EC, Mrs. Jane Mensah.
That no make us national security for every minimum adwuma. Now so only me nya adwin.
Oh, man kasa me no nya adwin. Man kasa me no nya adwin.
National security most easy cars.
Oh, where do you most see yes
3 days. Almost 3 days training. Anya Monday no start Wednesday.
Yes say.
And after ye tro mo enre ye wie no. And training no mo kwasua no no
abana
ya ni abre trauma de no mo tumete won sem ni nyina mu no
ante no de wo de enya ne sa abana kratafa to so en9 they say efene aba so eni edi ba bia be fa bia nipa origin din eye question Mr. Joe Question, I said not. And watching me said my victory at the December 2020 polls was legitimate. A year, Mr. Question, James Jache Question or no, and I didn't same way at Tuja. But Abana, and yes, running the choir. Sa issue in Kamo Huasemka. To some extent, Papa Nangasan, one, and this in so as a party, one.
Okay.
The entire mom want to say, on why you away, so a Canadian, look at dual citizenship. Now, make grandpa and yes, and Binianka, politics, like a grandpa, the dear pan, woman. They say, no, the Amian say, what Lucy or dual citizenship, no, Canadian, you know, and it's a well Lucy, also a well Lucy position. A possible cemetery prosecutor because the BS pain. The year 2009, Emre Aboko Central, Adam Dramani.
Yeah.
No, so no, ekita dual citizenship, sir. Ekopiemu court. Our Codemo, no fear of your buy and papa bedding, it be wooye. And you knowing all this. But unfortunately, the year 2016, information may get die and say, Papa buy, but Satemno, Omo Yading, Omo arm, Maniquine, arm and Amigina. The contender during the primaries, our NDC mono, a reporter as a Papa ekita dual citizenship. And things doesn't care man. But one funny thing about politics, they say, the party chairman and party executive constituency level, no, it's saying deep pockets. And the party wanting to know. The Abefa Kwan Bia so near money panako. Knowing very well say the person doesn't qualify. I remember way back in 2012, a friend playing South. No beer himself by a Eastern Regional Secretary Oliver Kevo. Or no and the favorite candidate to be winning South City now. From nowhere. And a frimpong on current MP no. Ebe take by surprise. 2016. Over the 2016, and Eric was say, Usu. No more can say and send me, oh, Joseph from Pon, now court cases be. And then they had to let the guy step aside. Send a bay after so all winning election, enquire back and forth, our court. And Eric was say, Usu, a better key seat. After Sabi be a dead dinner, 2020, the man has come back to gain retain the seat again. What before the Kunya? And question, you know him very well. Don't know. Or submit the documents or person or cancel or renouncing citizenship. No, that was in 2019.
In terms he was expectant to say the renouncement of that citizenship before this election.
October 20. So if you were expecting, say Beba, not say a Maya or file nomination, nay between 5 to 8 October, and it will be a file nomination. Saturday na will file nomination na ye renunciation enya go through. Na
go through but he was expecting na e to be a we bibia oso next week next month
if a day before 5th October na and between 5th to 8th na sana emaya you still don't qualify so be submit your papers. But you went ahead to submit it and sana eba in November. And sign in November. But funny enough, Ukopim was sent not to ascend a bit more can and on their boy and a saying, fine, Emra Ewoho. It doesn't mean, say, so the Pania MP, who was on with me aboard the citizens over there. And to Mimi can say, Papa Nangasan, I'm one of and I NDC as a party. I'm one Papano. It is high time. A woman say easy. And so I think of due diligence. And we say the Pana was submitting the papers. And you are in an anchor national security for you. Some best investigation. You so my person military and police. You background checks. So as politicians, why must it happen? Say when your first time, and the CIA in so no, back on so court too. Now some court so there. Won't you cabinet contempt? And they say no, a possible say no so no by election meeting yaba. They say Savlugu. And once I call court, I say one kind of figures so many different. And they possible say and try a few more by election me and any binya. Into the best politicians no omunyina na ensu ade enfim at the end of the day enya that party no esika ne dey organize the elections no o isika ye ni bi o kakra aka no so no na mo chedi na afi no so ne yesa na organize by elections ambwa entin sese no nipa bia na to some ade bi nso amezo amenwe ho na da bi o nipa no be ye fu gani enkurampo no mo ye wo mo ha o mo tie enkurampo o man ho do enkurampo na se ebi kunyen entin do citizenship no na bedding abana abeya ye review
yeah amend the constitution Ghana constitution and I think it's time I was see a review because nyama bebre wo mu a odwen say also e bia na at that time na omo drafting constitution na at that time they was implying but since here no emre dane until as time keeps changing we should also keep amending some of these things to suit the situation in the
because you be more ha ye wo mo man mu omuntu kwan da nanso no abena ɔman yi mu paa sɛ ɔman ne ho dɔ sɛ yɛsɛ nipa ne yɛ full Ghanaian ɔman ho dɔ ɔmo na eku yɛn ɛnyɛ ɔmo ana sɛbi ebi fafa yɛ nneɛma de kɔ ama no ne nti okita dual citizen na ayɛ den nti no there should be 1 or 2 amendments abana assemble akɔ kan yɛ no so no Ghanaian Times report or say we will avoid jobless economic growth we a finance minister and ADH mo sanso na session so mo anan compensate ɔmo tie ɔmo ho papa wo di anim no papa kwakra no yɛsɛ yɛsi an yɛma 80,000 bill ɛwɔ who court eco PM ɛwɔ hɔ revenue mobilization government to focus on tax compliance enforcement intina we need some bebre na Ghanaian Times ku wakrata na e de ba ene fie da no pan
Daily Statesman na me de etwa so ene anapai na papa ya de bia no ahye fitem nko me wo fa ken enra nsem okoka enra de asa de papa me kan no de okasa ye fa nsem ne do so nsem no e wo ma na ba ko apie ni aka ho asa na ba ko apie na sisi de National Cathedral na eden ya omusi ne afikyire he
omusi
na me kan eden ya omusi interdenominational cathedral yesi Osha na do dan kwase before 2016 obe stand election no hye Nyankopon bo se Nyankopon o boa me na se metumi ebe ye omampani a mesi dan atma mesi dan mo nya ba bi atna because o be ye hwehwemu a ye woni ba bi a wote nti mesi dan ma papa Nyankopon ba ga na wanya ba bi atna ende na se e ya sempapa enti no na na ba ya no se cathedral no obesi Cathedral yesi yebesi ne eguso ankakra na se cathedral na se yebesi ase yensi emu hwa na yebe to dan ne ho wo asase no eden chance ni ade betwa ho hia ye drawing bobo ho ne odu bi mu sa adoa ne bi mu sakete ni nyina tetetare ho ama dan plan ni ade nya tetetare ho na fe ye de ade abetare ho ne ye twen emu hwa ne yekofa abo Chief Cornerstone if Israel buy any ade be see Cornerstone na Cornerstone ni be see ho no si ho akona eno ye match
Ghana you
last year 5th March na the Chief Cornerstone no ebeto ho na enrada honorable Kanofori atakopie mu o manhye bejam no say cathedral no bia na Ghana for ye mo say cathedral na ye nyansi ebesi chese so de na yes to ye bo asia 6th March 2024 cathedral na ebepa ho ntoma 6th of March 2024 na just na naka 3 years so 3 years nkure nu papa say 6th March de twemu dada enu tita cathedral na ebepa ho ntoma na papa yi esan kan say bosum ye di anim August ye be ye niam bi o say building the cathedral no is making history now he's calling all Ghanaians to be part of the history making being part of the history making say bosum bia ubetu 100 Ghana enti no bosumi edi anim ne be pass adwumade ne ho ntoma ne ya kire ba bia sika no ye be jejese ye te no from a controller say ye te ne fihifo kwa be fa so betumi atua na obi a bosumi bi obi entua 100 Ghana no ntua na say
yes me saying making history no Ghana what krampo na history kese sa what Ghana krampo no history kese anya is o because o ma yetimu a to dey krampo e say nso krampo to krampo na obi be say nso krampo na nso krampo na nsheda nye say o Ghana dey what Ghana krampo na I so baby say what do you do for a living what Ghana krampo you live in Ghana and go history kese
but kind of rata say be history and kasa history
and can be article 71 for no omo dey
na me bisa why you so person history o Ghana ha
dey ma yi history be me na person say asema ye ni nyina asi
and mo ni abresa person be history nya be history obo a upo history no be ye usumi bi aba contribute 100
article 71 for no the article 71 contribute 100 na ye ordinary Ghanaian is that contribute 100
minimum wage ya 375 Ghana a month and the more 100 cities akoya history
article 71 50,000 Ghana cities and 300,000 Ghana cities
no 100 Ghana
clap for them my history
Baumia advocates digital currencies for digitized Africa papa ene digitally digital free Ghana you do Africa you digitize baby
and you see about digitize in dollar na be kakra na about $1 1 cedi be digitize no
dollar you can say you arrest no and they shake it
that digital ma ye
ya ma dollar America dollar you to cry ma dollar no kra bu afu
me say na digital ma digital ba say you to watch a soft cash Yeah, to banku.
Watch ya the soft cash ko to watch one timuni na the soft cash na to ade o baby bio.
Me patch there be.
QR code ya so the first one we tue.
Me patch me ntam anti me watch me
seriously apart from vice president ade ko to watch one timuni me hu so bia you
so won to bi wo ho.
Antimuni won kwa na eje de keta.
Antimuni ah.
Ono kwa na eje de
keta. Na wo so woni watch.
Ana me ka se Ghana ha nyina na eje de keta.
Abana ni watch de edi no won timi mfa hinje. So ni de edi no. Na de won timi mfa hinje.
Me jawa o be pass mama me. Eyo de twa so.
Yo pa ba me kura yan kan wiye me pass mama.
CJ's accuser slapped with 9 charges and also story na her daily statement and the story say woman no a doss so etu ko pe bia obenya we.
Story no ho. That story no. O de sheda ko di story na chi. A free fast story no. Ko di story na chi. Emma reho because I know me sheda follow story na from a year papa no. Test onim say report na accusation the punishment no. Omo krampo kan ya say adan na ne defense na or Sunday when saying WhatsApp message Emma obi nipa no so lawyer or send man until like $100,000 asem no eno de yentimi a o man kan ho asem o man kan ho asem e na oje dom no like story na but when say akoye embrasem embrasem ntina empese because then say dia ma cha say evidence and fact kitamen ya ne dos but akoye embrasem a me lawyer ntina enye say dia ye kasi ye kan ebia elder na me ha no
onya learned colleague
because ebia da bia na agise me twa kwan wo court
onya oni sa time
enu ntina me ka say kama no to because asem ne ha me me ya pan na say me wo evidence na fact ho pa but me nka ho hwe nti no o frɛ me a so me say me nka ho hwe
men kabra
we contempt asem bia ne ho health minister you say ye mo na ba so so waje atum so ye mfom so abran pacho in the next 4-5 years me campaign for the munyina mon support me on my penny obaso bia no say yeyi agric minister enya sabi obi a wakota na classroom a wakoya accounting on deserve agric minister nipa watimi age national best farmer award pen on na deserve agric minister
me na ya na at times me ntiase fine ebia they have their own criteria near there but me hu obi a sabeta frache oye doctor of medicine
na so education minister
na obi a oni
education minister
onim health ho hwere ya so nkoye health minister aya na
obi a on track classroom ntira de dawo he knows nothing about the education system also nkoye education minister obi ni afomo sa fine ebinim ko school
o man ko to kuro hu
se ni som
entino your friends alanga
onim se ni som
o me bi sanso me yanchira
na obi okita okita certificate in finance na ye say be nipa na health minister abena we are doing more harm than good to ourselves and not in a map positions ni bo ha nipa ni to performing obi aye national best farmer onim eniema ewo mu see edua aburo ye edua be enya say ndey no be hu say fertilizer yes morgan do you sure say
na senye best farmer empo per se e bia na ye mfa ne say best farmer no he might not I'm not saying he is
so
he might not be that learned I be international front
ya try learned na ye hu hwe
oh send your best say ye call a conference for US
conference
because ye bi san say no kan yo so no ho no ko hu see de ntosu edi brodo and oba be ye dem o my Ghana
no nipa no hu say abra omo aye say learned omo kita certificate e kita PhD ne de kan ho nyina doctorate ne kan ho nyina abana value ben and omo de amay
no I'm not saying say we should opt for only those but what I'm trying to say is say e was say ye mfa obi a oye learned in agriculture
learned in agriculture
be what I'm saying
be pen
onim exactly what it entails but ukofa obi a sabeta friend me amete here ya me fan say me sheda anya de agric we ask me ko ya agric minister me to me me to me ba aka say me kasa de anya me yere me ho aka me
say teacher for the bia wo su nyina ne say omo aye ti say be education minister no obi wo ha on kira de krampo da onim lesson note tworo a ne krampo akoye nse bebre no ye say enye obi o say
lesson note de me start advocate si enja lesson note tworo enye because lesson note sabe ta frache colonial masters you am the lesson note ba won ma jai omo jai tro na lesson note ni ya de bia head teacher for papa me ma kira de pen
oh yeah me away
na lesson note tro na
teacher chim na people teacher
me nya people lo me train me trained pa na lesson note tro no me ya lesson note we no ya weekly forecast aya monthly forecast and answer na termly forecast e kan ye hu hia na ye termly one no forecast so yes e bia this term me kwaye 10 topics no e bia ye 13 weeks Into 10 topics, may one topic a week. After 10 weeks, now yes, I mean 3 weeks for revision with my students. Yeah, lesson notes. I find a better than the previous knowledge. Better TLMs I will be used to, and at the end of the lesson, every child should be able to then the trim. What's an interim? Mama, yeah, projections.
Yeah, the position, engineer, some get masters in I was so kind of Mokoyoma cars, and to the partner, a mechanical engineer. Ah, what's me about? Oh, no, yeah, they can't yet ding. They can't yet ding. Now, my money to be quite. We should forget about a young one, say school, near go to the grounds. Yeah, sure, more practical. More that practical.
And Rana Olympics here, Omoye, and you ran on your recap and a mission. And say, I think swimming also one of the winner, one winning, and Nippo winning. I'm say France, Italy, and FR gold. And I'm say France, FR silver also. So now interview and I almost camp profo. Now, Sir Profana say, and almost, and I'm about to say, hey, now, Obroni na on to me camp profo. And I'm say, oh, yeah, Italian. Enti nyo kana kra no wa brempo na all can say we accept it my yafa ga na ni nko gina ho no nko ya brofo say interview no onka o de onka brofo po na mo hu ka no ntwetwem ye be sere sisi ya ye be nso broni de oka de a ye te ase so no enya ne kasa ba ye atwi ye brofo no nye kasa ne de by force I was brofo no ye kasa
ye kan brofo akese no se nkosi ene abrama me kan headlines na ye kasa ye di o machi a nsa ma kan kan na elder na
politicians e Ghana hankasa
1 million jobs coming to coming. No new taxes. So for Riata, 1 million jobs in India, over 30 million, 50 million Ghanaians. Now, a Juman on
there is also a beer the Kaya bunch. I'm the 1 million. I planting for food and job at the Jumaba. And a broke I've been so almost. I remember they buy. I might be a my so and a sana you honorable can offer attack you no
okay so on there
can be sana a Greek minister said bro do ya trega maybe baby afa na enton bi wo ha maybe ana baby
o my idea no new tax say to de ye mfa to foforo bia ma to dada na ye te ho no eno na egusu aye tua banka me hwe na ke to akese ye te ho man mu o fa ha to akese nko ana ye hia say dade na ye to a to kese ne da so say ye ayi pena to kese ne da so say ukoyi niema kura free port no to kese ne da so ana to akese nko ana de gu bia so o man yi mu anka mo tete so na nya mfiamfia nkete ni ya wo say ye timi manage na ye say to akese we o ba da atua
Many traffic and I'm the area truth and
accuracy. More trouble for Canada MP. MPP set ground rules for 2024 and training some delegated by. Now, but I'm a boy. Yeah, Mummy and Can quite a minias of Wajan. As I make a boy. What's it say? No,
and I saw you no crown or canoe.
Why you bad and say, Okuina?
The least spoken about it,
the better. And to make a beer, I say to take one as well. My kind of money.
On carbon, yeah. What can you have made your point? We agree with your point. Yeah, me pacha brate o free him me no kwede twin pacha ba bia de free buy no fa de sanko he has overstayed his welcome. Media review we will stick to budget targets. Finance minister na eka o se budget nse nya kan se de sempoa e kwodo afu a ye fa bi nkan ho ye ntibi free so budget na mo de ma ye na ko homasi kan de ma ye nko ba nka se ya beboka until we are not expecting any deficit. From the at the end of year budget review, no, we are not expecting because for catcher said they will stick to the budget. In Tuba, so Ghana, you can say this year you best spend 20,000. At the end of the day, you spend 10 into 10. You imagine amount of Chenobi and Yabini. We are not expecting any deficit. Papa, some more kind, and some men so many papa, can and pay no. Business come on your neck on the car. No kind of make a say. Also, we will stick to the budget targets. It is a yes, stick it to targets in the deficit. So at the end of the day, you're really a boca because I say yes, stick it to.
And can I bear the shocker of the year?
Yeah, trying
shocker.
Yeah, trying shocker.
Be a Ghana boca. Who the toy is your boca?
Business community economists welcome budget review. O say
it is Kansas Day.
Debbie. I say North residents gear up for by elections and also a story at our page 44 of the Daily Graphic. Government set aside 23% of budget for education. 23% to pay. education no education be education formal informal semi formal education ni nyina eka ho na NCC for cross
agriculture education
health minister choose safety over procedure group ena eka ye omo say yemo na baso no say ofa oman yiye yo procedure na wasan ko faso no ko faso bi aka enye oman yiye into o bypass procedure no eno fa oman yiye yo
asem we hu no at the end of the day senka vaccine ne baaye ena nkene ye say active cases zero onzi ka we nyina nketu atwa anke ho amamfa so but the man ya ne say after so we deceive yen nanka wo sambe boye kasen ni nyina achi na adro na ansanya ama na say ka na nya ama adro ni so anya ama because ye
senka adro ni baaye na ke ye boke
senka adro ni baaye so anke nei no fancy senka adro ni ye baaye o de to ba ko $30 per vaccine and na ye senka Ghana active covid cases zero
on say covid no odandan ho sisi asa delta new one ya wa be no no ono ne de na different level a different level kra because me matete crasa vaccine no third dose nyina enam kwan so a
ase ka senke wo first and second dose na nke no ano
be third dose so
ndi be san wo third na kan first and second na wo ne ho
sa na matete
me say 10 for ankora ye ba wo
no third dose so enam kwan so
and third ba say ba ye be ko
eno nti no da na me na me kama sam say isi first wave second wave third wave ni ye deltas e bi a photo be ye KLM ni ye ko na ya diko na poso na boss ni nyina na say delta ba delta ko JFK e o se nya KLM ni ya diko
o ba se ba ye be wo me no mi no se ye wawu ye be wo sa
ye try ye ho ye ba nko bo bebre e ho ya de ebro menyi wa fidie no em free ya ba sisia.
Religious bodies, corporate bodies, schools and all. The greatest lover of music demands in Psalm 150 that we should praise him with our musical instruments. Sadiva Electronics has the widest range of the best musical equipment for all purposes. Drums, we have Pearl, Groove Percussion, Tama, Yamaha, YGY and lots more. Microphones, we have Shure, Rode, Vortex, Dixon, just name it. Compressors, Equalizers, TBS crossover, award-winning mixers, Allen and Heath, Soundcraft, Sounder and lots more. Stage monitors, EVA, BNC and FBT. What's more, we have speakers both active and passive for all purposes. That's not all. We have bass combos, keyboard combos, guitar combos of various brands. And for keyboards, Roland, Casio, Korg, and Yamaha. Get the best of musical instruments at moderate prices from Sadiva Electronics near the Odoko Official Town Market. Telephone 0240953763 or 0208181471. Sadiva Electronics, home of quality musical equipment.
One-stop shop for all your household needs? Then look no further than Jodune Home for your stylish curtains, bed sheets, towels, armrests, blenders, pressure cookers, anything home. Then Jodune is the best place for you. For your interior and exterior decors, Jodune got you covered. Locate us at Osu Farikomo behind Papaya Restaurant just beside Blue Gate. Contact us on 0244 589099 0243 236 138. Jodone Home, only God gives.
E woni brain. Said you stand ka for mu manaka. E dey any wo how. edi ene wa mane me nua se wodi e maaya encourage kawakuma to yem and that's one sign and needs na yede dwumadie so bi ebrew a yeto ni dey say madam she madam die nie e wo kasiti da wa bebia no sia na so be she madam die nie no be tie adanse a amanfo edia wo be hu say and that's one sign erade be ye won so hu senkyerene ama ye bo sa say wa dance die ni say na wa ka say madam die nie me a me ye dwumadie hu chia me din ni sof mame Paulina Obey na ayele ba onyame nhyiraw se wo hwe madam die nie ya wada bia no sia na ya sabo echirama me da bia no sia na me nhyiraw na wo hwe madam die nie a wa bra ho enye sare me da
me sorry anopano na esro ahye mafunu mu ma enam da ye pa bia me so ye efa me dofo ho menya aware pa aware eyade pa enu nti ena afitiase no obo ade na oto no bu na ohihye aware ewo edin tro no mu enu nti na ye de dwumadi a yato ne din se so aware mu je ebrel ewo kasi tv yene impanyimfo amado esuko ewo aware mu ebetina sin yene counselors pastors doctors afi yebebo ewura ofie u bedroom kitchen u hall said ye be ya ware be ye fe na ebeso se wo ye asori na se wo pese ye di dwumede eben ewo wa asori ana se eku a hwe screen so na freye eno nti shiame Mami Koma Ado ewo Kasi TV every Sunday 8 p.m. Na ye wia ye repeat appear so every Wednesday 8 p.m. Aboafo a omuso ye mfi na ye tumi djumede ebrew eye
Inkulenu Pamsu base Ghanaian original taste.
So aware mu ye na wakase masom twi.
Oh so aware mu ye.
Enjoy your weekend. Does your weekend seems boring? Well, you demand and I deliver. Weekly Retro is a news program designed to update you about what goes on in our world of local news, health, sports, entertainment, and international news stories all at your fingertips. This and every Saturday from 12 p.m. to 12:30 p.m. on Casa TV. Join me, Sally Nana Ekuya Abuadwa, as we dip deep into trending and factual stories only on Casa TV. Make a days with me.
Because so emamo akwa basa bray say we fidie no eda ha you are at the right place because aha enkomo a ebebo anko na de bia ye de ebro ene ye ba be kasa afade bia ehu hia pa ehu emabunu emabunu eye nipa bia say ye oman say ye adwuma say ye busua say ye efie mu bebi bia even a sorry mpo no ne da ache eye ne mabunu bibi bia wo ye bia enne no empanyimfo wo ho de ya bate ye hwe daachi the near future or even the far future however you put it youth and the topic for discussion because say one share omabunu year say ene oba anko school anonim say odaachi no onim say beta fracha wunya krache e wo fie nti se bibia ni a na emabunu ene ye de ye ni e kom so na ye hwe amanyosem nso a emabunu nso e wo role anaso mo wo kwan ye wo so mo play mo wo dwuma e wo so mo so mo di e de boa se na be ya amanyosem ebe ko nanim se na be ya oman no ebe tumpon na emabunu no se ye ka so obi ye emabunu kra na when it comes to social issues, when it comes to politics, when it comes to partisan issues, who is a youth? What role are they playing? What role are they supposed to play for the country to move forward? Say yes, say pese ya mine ekonanima. Eden ena wo se emabunu no eye ama oman no akonanim. Ana say den na wo se emabunu no ebeye. Ana say emabunu no eye ama bibia ebesisi na akwanmu. Na emabunu no poso omo ye ne esese omo ye ana. Ene anapay ye ni Owura Shadrach Kofi Ofori a oye political analyst ena ye ne ababe twetwe nkomo o science of Educate Africa Institute ena waba ena na pay babe kasa afa the role of the youth in governance. Yet to see we must fix the country and then you call demonstration or China ye way or China ye way. Not so. And maybe no ye role I was see playing say about demonstration and Bemena Aquaba. Let us say we are the dean. We are the dean. Yet I used to say. And then and come on asama who hear me pa. If we say ya chore ya say mabunu obi a say adwuma ni ho na ye sukuu kura no pese okobia ye nsem bebre na ye hwa bibia say youth na me pese me misa say ye kan youth na sometime me hu so obi gina podium so ka say mumma ye mabunu ne kwan ba na me de me hwe ni pa mu so say beta fracha wa bakokra because na adwuma woni timu hwa kra ya ko be 50 years so no de ne ho e kan mabunu ho sisi ka say youth e mabunu a omo ye hefo.
Okay, medawa say any akwenya dia me no pay. Na me say chia me boss Mr. William Bueji.
Okay.
He is the founder for Educate Africa Institute and I pay me just so share me. Yeah, the topic of the day e here pa because ye mpenim for every time omo ye budget omo ye bibia ye mbebu ni da chinti bibia youth ni da chinti. But yeah now bibi say one youth as I will be say in our dictionary and as for dictionary, you guys will be a youth is the period between what childhood and what adult age. So what they call mathematics are you find yourself with the age of between 16 years to 45 years.
Okay.
Sana mathematically then now okay political position your position be bright you see a youth positions but also be need to drain or aspire for what youth position. So that's about youth. I guess will be a youth is the period between what childhood and what adult age. That's mathematically maybe between 16 years to 45 years.
Yeah, sure governance amemu. Sani peku ya wo kan mo ho asemi. Do they really have a role to play?
Okay. When you check our constitution, which is the 1992 constitution, yemfa bibia ma youth for say youth for muru am say play our constitution here. Yes, any musa. But you know, before someone will play a role, no, then the person has what authority over that role or power over that role. And you say, as we can say, if this is the studio and the security man at the gate don't have any authority to be here, you don't have any role to play here. You get me? The same thing say also we need any authority over the gate. You don't have any role to go or any responsibility at the gate. So before someone will play a role, the person need to get authority or power. Yes. So Oma Fane say when you offer a constitution, you BBI say you to 4 years. So they are just there. They are just what there. Sometimes I would like to talk about some perception about the youth. And yet to say there's a position in our government, a youth you can apply, a position in political where a youth can also apply. But the youth also have some perception say, even politics cry I'm a youth, I know what I'm talking about. My name and down for them. Sometimes I call a young guy now would do politics, would the politics. No, they thought say that part or that game is for the old men.
So I want to mean politics, Anna.
Na so unfisa politics say fan fin politics so e da adwene nyansa na de politics.
Okay.
Nti eye how a betum nimpini for the movie na we sua I've been telling my colleagues say me adam for or youngest 38 years. Me down for nyan kokrafo. Yes, but I believe say now they can impart something in my knowledge.
Okay.
Man youth there that yenko say bibia no be catch. Moves in the youth have some they have that perception say the politics game or governance is about what the old men. So young guy they no so celebrity.
Is it the youth that have that mindset and I said that is how the system has been designed?
I think that's how the system has been designed, and the youth has also adapted the system. No matter our mindset, so politics is about it's for the old men and the old women. You get it? So if that misconception is not cleared off, there's no way they can take part or they can play a role in governance or into politics. Yes.
So they are not able to play the role. But in Kausha, the youth should also come in, and I said the youth should be given the opportunity. No sure, role ben pan and youth in to play in governance.
Your far political aspect now, your political position be brave. Your government aspect, your position be brave. What government man a youth can apply for, but. Let's take something like the governance aspect and the political aspect. Before a government will come, there should be politics. So politics, we get government from politics. Nanado's government, it came from what? A political party called MPP.
Yeah.
So government comes from a political party. So before a youth can be part of governance, you should make sure say obenya sa pepeni so be politics.
Okay.
Yes, because who needs to do so be politics? Which is small minor. Yes, that make your positions be brave. Political position like youth organizer. A youth can go for that position. Your position be brave. Governance between youth, Minister of Youth and Sports. A youth can what apply for.
Now, those positions you don't apply.
You don't apply. No, you don't apply. It's the government who gives. And this is the case. In Pakistan, you are willing so or party and always need their man. If you take the youth, who is the youth organizer for MPP? It's not Nana B. And the Youth and Sports Minister is the deputy of if you take that political position, at least say abanye bana so person or appointee any youth in that position, bit me appoint. But where also politics here in Kokafo Jumante to be own person the way involved ho. Then abanye ba position be no person the mouth. So I say youth no ye willing say you be involved into politics. Politics no enyen tokwa. E ya manyosem. E de bia make say so mo prepare budget na in some of can say ye ya mechirimba yet found be if anything energy sector yes almost say chimba and almost say the finance I don't know free sector yes no say o ma meti or ye nkwan ama wo na wedi otu na oye nkwan na ama wo nim say wo de umpe meku bebre na ogusu ye nkwan na ama wo odi mekonu gum unkasa odi mekonu gum odi gum na say oye nkwan na yuni say mekonu draw so do you have that capability to complain? Ade na ogusu ye nkwan no complain say ma me patcho me mpe me ko bebre nti susufa me ko ni gum na also your youth open mind ye you have the ambition of becoming what the next leader of the country let's say there be koso enye that's all bet now why you say dia say wa say can you repair it? You can't. As a youth as I am as a youth as you are no you need to make sure say be koso you complain
so in your opinion you think the youth are sleeping?
They are sleeping. Yes, I normally quote on my status. Me, which my status it's not about anything. If we produce it's about politics or national development. Anytime not anything goes wrong in the country, Facebook, WhatsApp, I'm just status. And my colleagues almost say then they are complaining. You do everything politics, everything politics. I think about the nation, and I think something should be done about the nation. Sometimes too, there's no unity among the youth. So what should this face the country about and saying cry? Should you see it? Because face the country, you true opposite, fix yourself. Fix the country, fix yourself. There's no unity among the youth. And it's not about them, it's the politics or the politicians. They influence some youths. So, I didn't have a big who said, Nyama say, no. Now, politicians from Akoshebichi, no more against the other youths. So, if this kind of things now, a bedding.
No, Ceciano, I want to know where the problem is because I so much believe that since the future is for us, we should be involved in planning or making the future so that we will create the future that we would want to see. And to Ceciano, quite to say youth, I said the youth is not involved as it's supposed to be or as they are supposed to be. I want to know where the problem is. Why is that?
Even during this election, I'm not saying politics as something of do and die business also. Do or die business, yeah. I'm going to say, no more comments while a very young guy doing investigating and Okushia knew to be who said, I want to me advise me to so be to that perception. They think say the women are over can't abide when one seminar on best one on Crawford over Bekun, and it is happening now. So that fear is there. These the cases where our education sector me go university me free University of Ghana basis yes political bodies campus your 10 year test me a member of the 10 sometimes even the university body monitor those two institutions and yet disregard them say like they are not part of this even the institution and the school and body but in coming who say possible say school cry adopt 10 and test corner to train the youth those who have the ability or the capability to join politics, to train them. At the night, say now the politician Nakasa and almost control over this thing and test content in the school, and they do the. That's why I am surprised. So we university not occurring this political distance. Not subina, corruption na then. Or to us, and I want to ask, no be our school, no yes, be our school, no say, or school not joining test. Why they training? Is the politicians who are training that person?
Okay.
Yes, the last time.
Or send your note here now, not the Ashenu. Oh, the Ashenu, you know, so
exactly. So it's not about the school, it's the politician now, by training them. All the time you see NDC people coming to meet the 10 people, you see MPP people coming to meet the TESCOM people. Has the school organized any leadership seminar for the two political party youths on campus? No. My form will say, you are doing your politics, ours is education. But remember, I say, you train a doctor in the country. Save that doctor no bed or bed doctor. And I say a politician now or this no we're implementing good policies. It will fit that doctor. Do you get it? We are talking about our health minister issue. You see, so umpo politicians now umudi on minus so and umudi on minus so so just be say umpo they umudi on minus so. So it's better say you be imparting good things in their mind when they are in the tertiary level or above tertiary level. Than say because say oh they are youth or more young politicians job no. Then they will even set some policies. It will go against the school's policy. Yes.
But when you look at our politics, I'll bet to me I mentioned, I think looking at somebody like Sami Jenfi, some George Monia, they are youth. They are in politics. What are they also doing? And now what should such people also do to push more people into this politics? Because whether we like it or not, politics is ruling the country.
Make I say if Nkrofo say ni person be Kenya, they come to me bibia. I've been seeing Sami Jenfido sometimes on campus talking to the youth and those stuff. I've met him before. Only you Bebuni Bikasa. At the same time, Samuel Okuse on Soba campus and Okuyuta Brako, they used to come to Eugene Parliament to also debate on issues and those stuff. But this is the case. University of Ghana, almost over 15,000 students. But because Eugene Parliament, now we are about 30. Yes, they are not willing to even join the parliament to debate. And one MPP and issue is about a national issue. They don't show political destiny over there. It's about how you think about the nation. Okay. They don't do. We share team members. We have 30. TESCOM we have 30. By your university body of 15,000 students, they are not willing because school Nangasa only in party BBA or the there's no unity among them too. The last time University of Ghana, because of this COVID, now almost instead of saying 4 semester, almost a year half semester. Instead of 12 weeks, a year 6 weeks. Now you're just running double track. So the third online and the double track. Yeah, the second, the third semester were the second modular. Then we the fourth year and the first year. So first modular. So a course I can say 12 weeks a year, and 6 weeks a year. And all the grading system, everything will be graded at the same thing as the 12 weeks. And no share about 13 because now course I say all these 6 weeks all the for 6 months a year. Yes, I be graded pepe. Class, everything is through this Zoom platform. If you are consider anything, and our students need to start to say, okay, they will protest. They will set up this demonstration, those stuff. Almost start to social media. Hashtag cancel the modular system. Hashtag cancel the modular system. A day they plan to do demonstration. Almost plans they will meet at BAM Library. Almost going to 2 pages now. So you will be shouting on the media, the social media, fix the country, fix the country. By a action now. See this fix the country people. Oh, share Twitter, it was social media, it's almost 1 million. But then I'm going to court, we have 6. So I say they are not.
Yeah, pass them to your stress.
So when I make they feel say, oh, because me quiet me, you better get me. So they are afraid.
So it is not that they don't want to do it, but it is because there is fear in them. And who is creating that fear?
It's the politicians. The politicians. Yes. Me say I want to threaten that. I remember during NDC 2020 election, NDC for very rare big I didn't turn in Lagos. So I was even from work, then that your vacation. And me do one. And we invite me do, but me catch them say me quit. Me say me ban them there fine. I'll come and also throw my view on the topic they are discussing. And me do one. Me call kasai. Na me wie na me descend. No madam for a doctor or pharmacy. Me ne kasa pa ye group ye kasa na 2 MPP guys buy. no almost started say exchange words with me nam so then say no so ade na me ba be kan some etia aban no oh enye yizo ntin krofo kwa na ba nam so oh politics na ye issue na ba and no invite me so ma to me view on that so why they straighten those stuff can say and then tell me me feel on me don be me can say me brave but me catch from say inkuma be ne de okọ e champion be ne de okọ so me so e be adu me so na me so bibi course me man na say me be kan be kumi at least gumi na ye den I'm not the first person to die for the country.
But those people were also youth, me boy.
Oh, they were youth. They were youth.
So is it not more youth na more
it's the influence from the the politicians. Yes, if it's the country we being cause so and na group say you be quick against you be fight against this sudden. Not all of a sudden e be attending upstairs say you be quick against one more corner say fix yourself. Yes. And see if say almost so always about employment too. Sometimes people not to say come crowd you know. And most of them face the country demonstration. You also your youth, maybe or person journey. Come crowd, you know. Politicians, every man 20 30 cities go against your colleagues or go against some. So there's no work for the youth. It's a pepe number patriotism say, oh, medium your mind better, and I say I will do anything in the interest of the nation than a political person. You know what? The more you say, politicians be more 20 cities. Let's go and do this. No more use you to know. And then to quiet is the youth. It's the young guys. They will call them, oh, take 100, 200, they go and display. So, a Jumani what youth in Jumani.
So, what should be the role of government to make sure? Because and if any change can come in, it will be coming from those in authority. So, what do you think government should do to make sure these people are groomed well to take up positions?
That one should start from our education sector. First of all, the government should have more interest in the youth, including the education sectors. One funny say that political body now, tertiary institutions, just but for political parties, but for the nation, they will come and be the leaders of the country, and they will implement policies to go against you. So the government should make sure say he will have much interest in this student body politics or even the youth. And the government, Minister of Education is the government, so he can push through them to help them, and they should create employment for them.
Okay.
Say me maybe be there. Once you think I say, I will never do that. So if there's no employment for them, youth be brave, paba. So that will in Ukraine will be. Obi to me catch them so Ghana cry and turn on yan idea. Yes, to me catch them. You say paba. Me dem in tumpo. But you japadio. You japadia pa. Just by say you to me utilizing the year. Your natural resources pa say case you turn be better. Yeah. To me case you turn on your shepa because now every time University of Ghana graduates not less than what 4,000 graduates. They will graduate them, then they will go into what Uber. Now we train graduates to be in Uber service. I can't say money in you, but we are underutilizing those people. A doctor, no boats. Lawyer, we degree first degree, no Uber. Accountants, no Uber. But you see people without even that standard, government institutions, everything is politics. Every time say this about government, say this links to the government in this. Every time we come say be school for years now but we be school because of politics, we be one pass no call. And yet
you can offer us 1 million jobs. So do you think these 1 million jobs are is going to solve the problem?
Jobs in there, one thing I don't like about our local or African politicians, they talk with their mouth. This thing, 1 million jobs, 3 million jobs. Last year, first year, the same thing. NAPCO you created 1 million jobs. Me starting NAPCO. Me who be also NAPCO atareda. Me who be more.
No, NAPCO for some more.
Me who be that.
Me when you show more be who.
Me kwa who way. Me who be that.
They are in various sectors.
Okay, be na okay. Me who that. almost my favorite police. Me kai de bia me call a flower board and so me who say obi she lady bi she we atro nap ko enim. On na me kai say me who yes. But Accra, any point in Accra, how a voter region.
And you know, you can imagine, say, what would be a voter and Accra be brave and a
if that's the case, there, yeah. But am I fire non cassette? Is it also a create and answer will create?
They are in the next 3 years. No?
Okay.
They are adding.
They are adding 1 million jobs.
More than 1 million jobs.
So they are starting from now in the next 3 years.
Starting from now, and you know, in the span of the next 3 years ahead of us, no new.
In what sector?
And yeah, every sector, baby.
I mean, really do kind, but you know, you can't just stand up one day and say you create 1 million jobs.
Oh no, sir, definitely no. I see the friend in Sobeto Boabuan in ACB so he just can't wake up one day, have nothing in his docket, and come and stand on a podium and say, "Oh, creating 1 million jobs."
It's better they create the job. You know, sometimes now. You will be a friend in needs and wants. Me tell some more can cathedral once. Although it's not part, but let's add it since it's about the youth. So be able to address this name and build the cathedral. And this I agree now, but it so be able to address this name and be in Juma. Sometimes a young man say, "Who say you will be a friend needs and wants?" Yes,
there are some things that are essential.
Like
you need it to survive.
Yes.
Once need a bar
and I sorry ko nye bibia that's what chiri won be gidi sa ye nya so no e bibi but this is the case the person ko nya dwane ndi onye be bi nda obesi na kwa sorry
no cathedral na yes no cry ye nkwa sorry wo ho e for national religious events nti enya church
but say I sorry for bit me kwa program wo
well
yes.
Probably
Enti minim asore mo Ghana almost so many auditorium entumi continue microphone. But this national is okay though. Very good say benya. But this is the case here nyama bebre in national cathedral. School for any textbook in the from lower primary. They have textbook. See you change you win. You need textbook. And they are dead. Every time my sister be free, my younger sister will be free school. Me sense almost you math. One subject because the other books anywhere.
Almost yeah, but what I have realized is usually no, almost say more of research based. Into a crane be do fear or per data, any data, any day be able to data near now auto data because almost year research. That is
almost textbook.
New curriculum, no, there are no textbooks.
And what is preventing the government from providing them textbook?
In Pacho, which education minister?
It's about the money. It's about money. Bibia is a see when you see card, you see cathedral. Until first ask can you quote books, man, collide.
A situation of misplaced priorities.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, you fulfill political words and promises than the national interest. Oh, my shop was say me see cathedral on my Nyankopon. In there some be president first 4 years meant to me because of COVID-19. I come last time no matter how I say miss my president. Miss my Nyankopon. Abra only so on every. Who see kwa Nyankopon kra on the news so. Yes, because unko for kra every.
I say Nyankopon say wa nyama onu an wa nyama me.
Unko na onipa na ote won chene komode no one face kana ma no also the quarter collection nyankopon na nyi nji oh because I saw kon keke you need to also listen to the words of God. They say sorry ya Sunday ko sorry keke no. So youth in governance, the government has a role to play. When the power or the authority is given to the youth, they will also take part in it.
No, but you have earlier on said youth, you know, they are not coming in. They are not willing to come in. I also see a more power. If I know you're ready,
the youths in the government, so. So I think the government first, and that perception about youth for youth for you say maybe we see amongst
because you see as a me po bia soma no na ye wa hey minim se e bia me pese me soma na me se ko for register de ma me na wo se wo nkwa
minim se me o soma me na se me ko na me cha me ba obebo me nti me nko ana se bia me ko na se bia se kan ye yira me ba obebo me nti me nko
okay
so omonim say if they involve themselves into this politics on bet me ko mon tempt say na ametswale ye kunu no nti omu stro so me involve omu
say ametswale killer no had no physical physical contact or has nothing to do with politics directly.
Oh, but he
was a journalist.
And no investigate why?
He was an undercover journalist and as an undercover investigator. And you know, you can't directly link it to politics.
What of this Kaka?
Kaka's issue, there are a lot of twists and turns to it.
According to the information, I want to say it was part of those face the country.
According to eyewitnesses, they are claiming it is even his own brother that killed him.
You see,
and some of these, I'm not saying you are wrong, but some of them too cannot be directly. Maybe it might have political underlinings, but you can't directly link it to politics. But what I'm saying is that youth, in as much as we feel that we don't have the authority, they are not involving us as they are supposed to. And you want the involvement, but nipa na involved in nipa na no I don't know a free nimu. The excitement, the energy to get into politics is not in them. So what will then happen?
American say if the binder was changing character towards the youth, it will change. And at the youth too, it must start from our education sector. We should train them. The institutions should also adopt this tertiary political or campus politics, so that they can also train those youth. Say free school more credit, they can still continue with politics. You circumstance be brave. Be to me test score executive, your 10 executive. We are no more kwatiada. We are no more kwatiada. Nti enu so I say be na binding more position kwa. The interest should start from the education sector. If possible, cry can be to me your secondary sector, the secondary education fine. But enu permit to say. You may retain was still in the tertiary sector. That's school. The school board they should get more interest into student politics, so they can implement some policies. But headline any quarter baby say politics is not about, it's not part of the school body. So the student and the politicians should do their things. So
does it mean that we are not considering politics as we are supposed to?
Yes, we are not doing that. We are not doing that. And I be brave so. Be brave so say oh me teacher ni me kodi MPP and this change me.
Because I don't acquire assembly. I won't say uko you when bebre then you be used as a scapegoat or something. Yes. That is what is happening. Yes. So then how do we solve that problem? Because obi asama mete you say Ghana amembo na kwete say abusuya asem nkokrafo na shemrama mrantie no say whatever mom do
say school you was school say you say we test school member na say lecturer e 10 penya na so ye MPP ni NDC ni penya 1 year lock away no be fail. I just only know they say we active test school member.
Seriously?
It happens on the campus all the time. Nto when you say I dey no MPP na or metamfo NDC ni metamfo. It's even in grading system be affect. People are afraid. Me who me colleagues be bra me approach them say they should either, if I'm talking to you, I'm mean for so say be anything or test school. What I will tell you is I beg try and contribute to what national development. Yeah. Contribute. Also can be you have followers on social media. If you trace you should do this, they also follow. Then we all moving at a lane. Me catch them the respond on the man say hey na say lecture me ko say me NDC ni and say me MPP na so ofeli me. So that perception is there. The problem is since I asked that you believe say we can do politics at the tertiary level. We need to what? And to make us say if possible the school can adopt that political their campus or student politics. And the school body no so it's normal. It's not any bibia and I say okwaya do chese obewu and I say you make fail. No. That fear is in the students so make any politics campus be failing me. So they're afraid to do.
Na yempanyimfo ya na sabe most of obi I say politicians now obi no your TESCON secretary no your TESCON president no your way and I say your team way na this our do baby we do. Some of them after school they move on into politics while some also fall off the political ladder. Right now we want to see how things will work. You are a student politician, if I'll put it that way, because you are involved in student politics. What can say you want this? You schools adopt those 10 and TESCON and things, as part of the school body, and I say school ruling, whatever. What other things do you think can also come in to help? Because after university you are all coming into the system. So you kind where we university we a teen and our test called president and answer whatever their position is. But we are no near Jumanya. How then do you do things? So what do you think should be done?
I think Nkrofo almost passing through this test quarantine at the tertiary level, like Samuel Kwenko, they should also come out. If they come out and share their experience with the student, they can see so. I didn't cry. We see them. Me found me koi. The last time Sami Jane feedback University of Ghana, yes, some general meeting. Me no be can how we started with this policy and those stuff. And okay, no go be brain ni. So sometimes we know what class cry or need to skip class and go to radio station and talk. No check how we started. See, experience obia ohun so and miss me me say obia miss me me but nti say ye jay eno keke say ebia na omamuye maade the student body na omamuye maade ya enkosi aga so wo ma fam no wo ma motumi afa politics based on this test and thing from the tertiary institution some omuye national or the country's leaders no you should come back to the tertiary institution no training the youths also coming those in test those in thing so that they won't depart from say me we test our test was a political campus position and me kwatan baby.
Let me ask, test anything on campus, what is your role?
My role as in
not you personally, but the role of TESCON and TAIN on campus when it comes to
me can say leaders from this institution. So I don't know the perception of checking those in behind this TESCON and TAIN on campus, but my dream was said nanka ebia people almost set it up say they will train the youth so that in the near future they will come and take over the country as the future leaders. Okay. Yes. You are complaining about our politicians right now. They say, and they have also almost control what this test and thing. And he said, yes, you're training you to come and do the right thing. Why can't we lay some procedures? Say, and I say, you set up some volume. Say, this volume is for those who are into test and thing. Then say, you jump somewhere domope. Oh, boss on the institution.
Yeah, sure. Students are youth are only these universities. So if they are not in the universities, this test contain is a story to them.
In every institution, I think there's.
I'm talking about universities. Okay. Youth that are not in universities. Maybe me shoemaker, me whatever. I'm not into education, like formal education. Me be before. How can such a person also come in?
Now can we say even we appoint our the agri minister based on what education we know tertiary necessary. Until your position be bright, shouldn't based on what education. And you say bibia you fund school. I think almost say you were nyansa and you were nyansa and you were school nyansa. There's a difference between wisdom and knowledge. You can acquire knowledge in school.
If you wisdom,
yes,
in school there any knowledge.
So you can acquire knowledge in school. But what if you know nyansa no? You want to be bria or school, but senka a buying bet try and be pushes some into our public sector. And they will do best. Who cover agriculture minister or your accountants or your medical student also my agriculture minister in what way and what are the results do you expect in best farmer ultimate crassy fun you are best farmer for this year please come and be the agriculture minister or no bet a kwafona say to me for a medical doctor so on education minister so
explore. Yes, you want to open up. As a human being, you should be versatile. So we want the versatility in people to come out.
I didn't know. So obviously we universal. We experience. I didn't know. We teacher. You have that field. I didn't know. So and then just say although universality is there, yes. Sometimes you know job rotation. I say yeah shift to kwasi. And the more sometimes it leads into corruption too. Nti yes say obe reshuffle but I don't say ekofobia oni sa sector no ehunim de bra na fa no be show no ye fa o ma o ton ade o marketer ye one position be bra we can take them agric minister any case obe school answer it's about how you maintain our agri sector They can do that. Sometimes some documents, oh yeah, but those people now they don't do anything, and yes, they don't do anything. They don't do anything. It's the administrators.
Okay.
They are the politicians. Sometimes they set up policies, and the administrators will implement those policies. They don't do anything.
Okay.
They don't do anything. So it's the administrators who works under the education ministry, the health ministry, and co. The politicians, they are policy formulators. Yes, say. The policies in better say you say implement free researches. New be implemented. Now a burden administrators also.
At this point, I want to open the phone line 0244231707 0244231707. Friends, see, and I share a mebunu I or meimu or amemu a cost you. Then and I was a mebuno no aye. Then and a mebunu to me aye ama amambono to me akoso. Yankasa ye rule and saying, Washa, we are the youth in the country given the opportunity to perform in various roles and can omobe to me a performing and 0244231707 Fresia. Na yentumi embo enkomo me pacho se ofre enso na we reduce TV volume no ama yen fefefe se ne be ya asama obeka no ye betumi ate na asama yen so ye beka no so betumi ate ne akasa afa phone so ntimi sra wa ofre TV volume no na we reduce no na yetumi abonkomo 0244231707. In fact asem we ageminsem because Ade no me wo se wo ye bibia ma me, but I am not also involved in ade na wo ya ma me no. So then how do I handle it when it is handed over to me at the point that I'm matured enough?
That's the question. No make I don't know whether say when are you involved and I say who involved but me na member there that's me what
you say two ways. You say I not say yeah from your angle or from your perspective the youth are not willing to come
and
in.
you two are not willing to involve me.
So what do we do?
Yeah, so let's
no, something must be done
because person will involve me. Person member and see
I have a caller on the line. Hello.
Good morning.
Good morning. Me pacho ya free or say free?
Pacho ya free Ben. Me capacity issue.
Ben pacho ka say it you.
Pacho mine o kano kre. Wa kama kuma so asem pa. O man school em wo mine no. Say you go to see this year. It be one of mine. As a kind of home people go to see it ba be one mine.
Oh. Yes sir. Yes, sir. And the tree school be anywhere you go see Jimmy. Yes, sir.
Mate.
Okay.
Said you do Kenya to Uncle School, she do a big general. Mammy. So one Casanka, Mamma. It's used to be costume, as your back was the best. In the Indian school, so we enjoy the family and friends. Abrabon made the young chef. Yes, she did man Fatano. Let's say Pano, young pig manamano. Now, old to me yet. All I never want to say, yo, yes, you to me yet. Oh, if you make a tea, and a bra, you are
me pacho ube TV intama TV na ma reaction kakra ube reduce volume ne kra na to na kasama me. Me say ube TV no nti ase sound na ma feedback kakra but see ade ya pacho kasa.
Aha, okay. Me du kra so.
Ah, pacho de kasa ya feed me to.
Wo dem pakre no.
Me te unka pa.
O man yen show bia obi my man nka no amianity so say yen police no. Ye show of farmer so bit my ejuma no. Ye ejuma na ma no. And the protocol is ye ko yi. Obi ye fa obi police go go chi baba okra o ntimi.
On to me nche no.
Ibe pa nine watch. Baba. Mama emwa. Yen hwe na ye yutu ye so ne yenka. Yen yen peni po go tuma ye djuma ne empama no. Yen checking school, yen hwe oh we go tuma ye. Madam we no dey djuma no say wan go school. So secretary. Secretary no etwa dey ni owi ana book no register no agye de ko. No the secretary also papa no mi ya na Saturday book na tablet give.
Okay.
So wan go school won nyanso dey ye ni djuma. Djuma su gina etumpon. Madam was a man, Uncle some kind of creta.
Obama, yes, that's a pa ben, Yamin Shroud, so free. And as I said, on your yard, you, on your yard, yes, no wisdom and a knowledge. In Tiamfa wisdom for Ninya Juma.
Madam, maybe just not apply wisdom. Sometimes you need to apply the knowledge too. But Ghana, you focus more on the knowledge than the wisdom.
Okay.
And you just feel some school, some
okay. If you jai school nyansan no you jai fie nyansan you use school nyansan kwa
yes
and yes family and friends and so osana papa and so eka
last time me kai me department business department na I think the last badge on be free 400 na omo account for what happened during the tenure of office so the final
I have a caller on the line in Chawano. Hello. Hello, good morning, sir.
Good morning.
Me pacho ya fra sa kasa free.
But your friend of me.
Of us many pacho kasa yetio.
Yo. Pacho program na me ba.
Pacho woso.
Na you be man na ka afọ de gere so. But there is still a petition so man can create you.
Okay.
I'm using here for the OTV. The message say the information can create. And she no more say o mo de musu the musu e dey no political point. O mo musu anga the people also mo catch me. From the play from the this thing demonstration go. It's like what this you to people. No na e ba tap the dinner na bomb. Go dey dey here. Shuma. Na ya to aba mo no ma be so. Na daga no wa na mo tan di do. And the entry of the telephone na do demonstration mo amaye. No mo kan ko nse no so ni tia de ni hu go be to support to. Na man no na kon kan. But come on. I'm sure that's.
Ya me sure so self free. O se mpanyifo ne kan okra nkyere. Wo hwa no kra be na wo mo ska kan kyere.
Minim the crop as a mpanyifo ne kan but yen say mpanyifo be bro mo kan kra. Omutum shabo ade omundi so but I mean fa asem ntwe masem be free. Na me can something concerning our department there. So na financial controller they from financial controller Ghana can finance minister and na prepare what happened during their tenure of office na auditing team ni koye auditing and omu say some portals be what the statement ni mo and your friend some be answer sika kese like 3,000 cedis e be say na say one receipt and
o de yem ko enchimra na bra kwa menchi enko ti no so de ba na fe yen hwa one receipt wo abasansa na chi akwaje hello bra kwa me
hello
bra kwa me good morning me ba cha to say
Yami adom
bra kwa me ba cha reduce TV volume ni aka sanfa phone so why
yo
yakopon sure say we yes sir
na yami kan say am say many abe mai akasa kama pa
ne that's
Say Ankasa na omo from politicians omo so ba umbe kasa se ne be ya ye be hu mieko na we ba be kan de make sense na ko form entesa ba na kasa mo kan bi aso o apply nyansa ne kakra na o apply knowledge in so kakra ba ne me hu say knowledge ni na ye kan you knowledge no from nimdeni even at all, about school man, you're children school in Nano. You say a societal issue, and I about school man about the check. Okay, in terms we say, Mindiana and Casano, I will fee a dinner out of that Mindian and a binama one about their knowledge. I say, okay, into Yama, Mindian, Mumian, Mindian degree, and say, although about this knowledge, every school, but it's not applying the knowledge. Okay. Or being someone in general so nature because when one can reach they are not using the person. Yeah, that's right. Yes, we do have things what to hold. On course, when you know it, but on the neck, I say, or wisdom. Yeah, a double or minor. And be an interest uncle from on what could I catch up and study what was it? I'm not sure in some no canal. In GB as compared to knowledge na wa acquire. The better was more personally and I was any man. Then a better man, the connect to see at the baby and the
I watch video. Brack, I'm here. That's it. Say to me, friend, and a pay.
Brack, I can not say we should implement the Ecosion school environment. Yeah, pa, and be brave. Any as one barbecue. Into finance controller, what prepare budget or ye be na ye say, Sakana, we and you receipt bo amba. Okay, say someone were like petty cash, so Utuan keke, and no receipt. And money which accounted to 3,000, sometimes some of them amount were 1,000 Ghana cedis, 500 cedis. No catch say it was petty cash, so one G receipt. And now, Sandy Perway, what we need, you have about finance minister. You know, over expect different Sandy Percono. It's I did was school one, Bibian Coso. Bibian Coso. Bibian Coso. Messi Bookisa, Missy Cosa, me told you, I will say, Minquay BB friend Heck, and then just a Mincofa course or other department. This semester, me confer a course or a theater. Me a movie director. As to be a missing question, business, BS administration.
Me and Kota Malimra. Na Yankotie Abraham, Asama on so a Wadema Nana Pay. Hello, Abby, good morning.
Good morning, man. Why the morning?
Patriot is saying.
Yes, I do.
Okay, Abby, okay, you want to speak English?
Yes, please, yes, please.
Okay, we are listening to you, Abby.
Well, in fact, the guy is very good. He's very good and intelligent of what he's taking out.
Thank you.
I really appreciate that. But like, we just hitting the head of the nail based on what we, the youth, are doing. Because there's fear in us, we, the youth, that when I come out to say something very intelligent, I must lose my life. So because of that, the youth are very brilliant. They are hiding their wisdom under.
Okay.
So expecting that the elders, they should die one after the other so that they will come and take the positions, and which was not a bet.
Okay.
So it is good for we, the youth, as he's saying, there are people that are youth and they are very brilliant who can develop the country very faster. But the problem here is that the fear is too much. So how can we do now?
How do we take away this fear? What do we have to do?
What we can take away, what we can
do?
Yeah, it is easy.